podcast. I mean, you're my second one today. I had Dr. Lee Hancock on earlier.
Oh, Lee.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
He was on the Phoenix College one because he played with me in '94. How do you know Lee?
He used to work for Sereno, like back in the day.
Oh,
He actually tried to help me prep for SATs when I was in high school. So he was like my SAT tutor. So
no way. So you're frozen for whatever reason.
no.
Yeah.
Am I clear now?
No, you're frozen forever. I'm gonna pause this for a second and see if we can get you unfrozen. It's a beautiful smile though. It's like a perfect smile for you. I'm gonna pause the podcast and we'll pick it up with Lee Hancock. All right, we're rolling.
Okay, let's roll.
Yeah. So I had Dr. Lee Hancock on with Phoenix College Athletic Podcast, and I had no idea you actually worked with him. So
yeah, he worked for Sereno. I can't remember what age group he coached. I want to say he coached our 87 girls, if I can remember correctly. But he was also my SAT tutor. He was like the smart coach of the bunch, so he was willing to help me out, and I still ended up at JUCO, but it's a whole nother story. The soccer world's so small, though. That's really cool that you know him. Great guy.
Yeah, he's good friends with Tom Byer too. So
that's awesome.
we're all full circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee's funny. Yeah. So he played with me in 1994 at Phoenix College. So he's an alumni too.
Wow.
So yeah.
I was 6.
What?
I was 6 years old.
Oh.
94. My gosh.
Yes. We're old, not you.
I had
me and Lee.
box at that time.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
so
I'm done. I'm sorry.
We were paving the way for you for Phoenix College, making our mark there so you could come in and have a pathway to Phoenix College, I guess. I don't know. We legitimized PC for you to even go there. So
I appreciate it.
Thanks to Dr. Hancock and myself. So yeah, small world. Before you glitch out on me, before I see you in episode 700, crossing fingers, couple questions I have for you. So what advice would you give to young players wanting to play at the next level, whether it's more on the physical and mental side of training? So what have you learned? What is helpful?
On the mental side, if you want to make it at the high level, you're going to have to be very fit mentally to be mentally competitive. There's always going to be there's always going to be better players out there, but it's your mental competitiveness that can separate you from the others. If it's 90th minute and in a game and y'all are tied 0-0 and you need that one goal, for the 3 points, it's the mental competitiveness part of your brain that would be very helpful in those last moments of games, because your legs are tired at that point. 90-minute games, I mean, you kind of hit a wall, but it's the mental part where you can separate yourself from others. You don't always have to be the most skilled player out there. You don't always have to be the fastest, but your mental competitiveness has to be very sharp. And I truly believe from my own experiences, that's exactly what will get you very far. It'll be very helpful to get far with that type of mindset. I know it's a little cliche to say, but like, it really is mind over matter. It really is. And so obviously, like, you have to put in the physical work. You're out there because of your strengths. And I say perfect your strengths. Like, be great at what you're good at. Work on your craft. Obviously, like, work on your weaknesses as well. But the reason you're out there is because of your strengths. And continue to work on those, perfect those. And, like I said, work on your weaknesses as well. So perfect your strengths and sharpen your mental competitiveness.
Yeah, I played this past weekend.
Oh dear, how are your bones feel?
4 games, and yeah, and I didn't sub off once because I'm the fit guy, and I was playing outside mid, and how they play it, where I had to go up and back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just putting my cross country legs because I've been running a lot. And this is the last weekend I'm ever playing soccer again. I was scared to death to even play because I love running so much now. I don't want to lose it. And soccer, the way it's played, especially in over 40s, it was an over 40s tournament. Yeah, it's not good. But anyways, the first game I played, I was horrible. It was so freaking weird. Every time I had the ball, I heard like 3-4 people screaming at me, "Do this, do this!" I'm like, I was like, I didn't even know what to do. I would like kick it to the other team. I was panicking, and because the game was so slow, and I was going so fast, and my body was going slower than my brain. It was it was horrible. I felt so horrible. Like I'm not this bad. I am not this bad. And I was, but the second game I didn't lose the ball at all. I'm like, I'm not losing the freaking ball, and I got a yellow card. So I did sub off for a moment, but I came back on. And then Sunday, and I didn't score a goal 4 games until the semifinal match where I was the last kicker on the penalty kick. And if I miss, they would have continued on, but then we won't have to play on Monday. And I made it. We won. And luckily, the team we're supposed to play in the final the next day was another old team like us, and they're like, we don't have enough players.
Oh dear.
Like, thank you. I didn't want to play. There's no way I could have played. I have bruises everywhere. They just keep coming up because all the blood that's been destroyed in my body. I'm getting all these spots. Yeah, and I'm never playing again. Ever. Done. It hurts so bad.
Who are you? Never again?
Never. I scored. My last moment was a penalty kick, and I scored, and I'm done. And I said that before. I'm not playing again. I have bone on bone in my left knee. I'm limping out there because my left knee is just bone on bone. I'm like, I'm gonna fracture my leg.
Replacement?
I'm not. No, I don't. I'm not getting a knee replacement. What are you talking about?
I'm just asking.
Eventually, I'm gonna have to, but I have no cartilage right now in my left knee, in between my femur and my whatever.
Anyway, yeah.
It was a horrible experience, but I did have moments where I played well. But there's times I'm just like, I didn't even want the ball because I was too tired, or mind you, I had to run every time we lost the ball. It was annoying because I had to run like 70 yards back. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I want to hide up front. That's my favorite spot. You just walk and sprint. I had to like jog a mile, then sprint, jog a mile, and sprint. It was horrible. Anyways. But yeah, so physical and mental, I went through all that this weekend, and I'm never coming back.
It all went kind of out the window.
Yeah, done. I scored my last touch ever in a real game. I scored, and I'm out. Never going back. This is my second retirement, by the way.
Good. Okay. Just take a bow and walk away.
Out. Now, I'll play again like in a 3v3 PC thing where I'll take you on or be on your team or something like that, but not a real 11v11. I'm done. Never again.
Oh, the alumni 3v3 tournament. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that's...
Is it 3v3 or 3v6? No, it's 3v3, right?
3-on-3, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If we ever open up at Phoenix College, it'd be something we'll consider if we're allowed to, so I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I don't even want to ask those questions because I'm getting sick of hearing, like, no. So I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to wait.
Jeez.
I hope you enjoyed that segment. If you did, please subscribe to get my content 5 days a week.